video. It never fails that when people like us are out there just offering some unsolicited free advice, come take it for what it is, whether you like it or not. Like, we're just giving it out. It's not like we're telling you that this is the way you got to do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous. So the thing that created, I guess, the keyboard warrior was the fact that Jacob said, whenever you're, right at your quota and you're about to hit, or let's even say you're past quota, so now you're making like 2x, 3x what your normal sales are, you hit up your people, you hit up the relationships that you have, and you go.
What really was the term was throw a dog a bone. That really.
There you go.
That was the chord that struck right there.
That must have irked him, man. It just must have irked him. And, I would love everybody that's listening to this, like, after you hear what I'm about to say and what Jacob's about to say, like, leave your feedback on that last comment. Like, let us know what you think. Is he right? Or are we right? What would you do? But, like, the way that I look at it is you have an opportunity in whatever field you're in. You're building relationships, right? So if you're building these relationships, what's the purpose of building these relationships? At some point, you might need to lean on one. If, let's say, it is the last day and you got to make a sale, why were you building that relationship in the first place? To lean on it, right? They lean on you every day. They're always like, yo, dude, last minute, I need this. Can you deliver this to the hospital? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Why can you not go, hey, John, one of your buddies, so obviously you could even like hit them up in a text or something like that. Maybe you guys get coffee all the time. Who knows? But like, why can't you just hit that person up and go, man, it would really make it, like, it would make my year. Like, I've loved working with you so much this year. It's been a rough one. Like, it would really make my year if you could let me know, what is it that you guys are going to need next month? Can we get it this month? Anything like that. Like, these little things are the purpose, in my eyes, for building the relationships. Like, they're going to ask you at some point for something. Why could you not do that in return?
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's the thing. Like, for me, again, like we were talking off air, there's no right or wrong answer, right? Some people want a lone wolf because the comment that was in there was like, I don't tell anybody what I do. My performance tells for itself, blah, 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 blah. Cool. If that's who you are, cool. Also, me being top 10 in the nation, my performance tells for who it is, right? Like, I don't need this. I'm already top 10 in the nation. Now it's like, it just helps me, right? So that there's a comment to be said there. But like, for me, my comment with everybody is, like you said, I just got it today. We have a surgery in 2 hours. We don't have this stuff. Can you stop everything you're doing and drive an hour to bring it to us?
And whose fault was it that they suddenly didn't know about that surgery?
Like, and that's
somebody dropped the ball.
Yeah, right. Because that's the talk I've had to do that when I'm not able to make it. Guys, if you would have even checked this yesterday, I could have brought it this morning at 6 a.m. But I can't help you guys when you check an hour before the case or 2 hours before the case, right? Normally, I can't do anything. Luckily, I was able to today, right? But that's what we're talking about is you've created your relationship. I literally stop on a dime for everybody. I've delayed my days. I haven't taken a vacation in almost a year and a half. Like, I went home and saw my nephew for a weekend trip. Like, that's it, right? And there's some of my accounts, I've had to say that because they're like, I missed one case in a year and a half and they like ripped me. And then I went and did an in-service and I ripped them right back because I said, I'm a human being. Just like you guys have kids and families, like so do I, right? But the reason I'm going into detail about this is over the year and a half, over the time you're a rep, you're making these relationships. Like, the people I'm going to, let's make this very clear. I'm not going to every one of my accounts to say this. I'm not going to all the people who tell me to F off. I'm going to the people that like, let me just tell you how the conversation went. Because a lot of people will listen to this and they'll take it out of context. When I'm asking for this, I'm not doing it to screw the hospital. Because guess what? The hospital's already going to use it. It's stuff that they already need. It's like you said, can we just advance it 1 month? Because guess what? I'm getting paid out 30% this month and next month I won't. Yeah. So when the total balance is up and now we're talking, 5, almost 6 digits, that's a nice payout check. Like, and so that's the conversation to have. But like, what I should say though, is my conversation is I went and talked to my contact, asked him, hey, you're going to need it anyway. You okay if we just get you everything to this month? Yeah, cool. Dabbed it up. Cool. Bam. That's my relationship with him. So you're telling me someone that's like a homie, someone that actually follows me on Instagram, someone that I actually have a personal relationship with, and I've created that over the last year and a half, I shouldn't ask for, because I'll just state this, and then I want to get your hit on it, Pierre. Is, I was with one of my doctors today. I made this comment. I told him about it. And you know what that doctor told me? That person's an idiot. Because if I like you, I'm going to help you out. Right? That's just thing. And again, that's not me being a dick. Like, again, that guy does his thing and he's successful and good for him, right? And he's going to do it his way. But like, the whole comment of my doctor was, why wouldn't, like, if I like you, like, Jacob, I like you, you've, like, literally someone just commented on my LinkedIn today. They're like, nobody is as driven, nobody works as hard, nobody is as, like, on the ball. And again, that's super nice of them to say, but it's the truth. Like, none of my doctors are going to say Jacob doesn't show up, Jacob's not helpful, Jacob hasn't helped the staff out. They don't say that. I've actually had 3 doctors ask me if I ever leave, if they can write me letters of recommendations. And so when you have those relationships, people want to help people they like. And so it's not like helping, just like these doctors. These doctors don't work for free. They know us as reps don't work for free. So like, if I'm like, hey, doc, I've helped you get all this. Do you think we could do this? Right? And they're like, sure. Yeah. Awesome. Guess what? That's just me being smart and me leveraging my relationships that I've built over the last several years. And that's how I look at it. Again, someone else can look at it totally different, like he did, and think it's a scam, think it's trash, think it's all this, and let their ego, because I'm going to just say it's ego that says, my performance is so good and I don't ever have to ask. That's ego. Cool. Like,
Yeah.
You know who gives a crap? Nobody. Like, besides you.
No,
and
I was gonna say the fact, and you just said it, because the leverage. So I can't tell you how many times I've been in the interview process, or I've been talking to somebody and they're working through that interview process, and they're asking in the interview, what relationships do you have? What relationships can you bring to the table right now that when you're telling me, if we get you hired, how many accounts can you flip? What does that mean? That means you're literally going to that account using the relationship that you just built over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and flipping them to get your business now. It's the same concept of being like, dude, like my homie right here, I am about to hit the next level tier, right? Like, what do we got to do? Like, how many, can we get some more cases going? This and that. It's you doing the sales aspect of it. But I take it whenever I hear the comment or somebody is telling me that, you kind of said it before off air, like, I live and die like on my sword. So like, I don't ask anybody for help. Like, I'm going to do this myself. Completely understood. I get it. But I read into that as, are you afraid to sell?
Yeah.
Because the whole purpose behind it is, so many people say, I have such great relationships with my doctors. And then I will go in there and get their phone number, text them whenever I want to, start building that relationship, and this person doesn't have that phone number. When I worked in the OR and competing against somebody, I'm the one that's asking for the upsell. Like, yes, maybe the doctor might not like me as much as they like you because I'm salesy and I'm working on getting them to use more of my product. But more times than not, these people that act like they have these great relationships, they're just the person that shows up all the time and has never failed that doctor. But have they actually ever sold something?
Yeah.
Did they ever upsell? Do they ask their doctor, hey, next time that you have this case, would you mind trying out this product instead?
Yep.
That's you selling it. That's you using the relationship. Like, what do you mean? I'm not talking about quota. Like, shit, if I'm asking you to go buy something, I'm not necessarily telling you I'm going to hit my next bonus here. Yeah, you could, depending on the relationship you have with that person. But if I don't have a relationship beyond just the sales aspect of my job with this next person, I'm just upselling it. Hey,
100%.
I know you guys might be good. I walked through the whole back section, looked at everything. There's a few items that you're kind of low on.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and get